Well, it's dyno day again. I went last Friday to go to the dyno, and unfortunately a BMW got stuck on it, as in the transmission and stuff was locked up, and they couldn't get it off the dyno, so unfortunately I had to reschedule for today. So we're just on our way there. One thing I do recommend is if you're going to a chassis dyno, drive around a little bit, get the temperature in your, the differential and the transmission, get some heat into it, because what can happen is you get on the dyno, you make your first pass, and then you might make like a small change or something, you run it again and you pick up a whole bunch of horsepower, but it's really because your drivetrain fluids are a lot harder and a lot slipperier, and it's going to throw up your numbers. To be honest, I'd be happy with 370 to the wheels. I kind of doubt it's even going to happen, to be honest with you. So if we can match what we did before, about 360, I guess it's about as good as I can expect. So we'll see. I kind of think the torque's actually going to be lower than it was before, but we'll make some changes with the FiTech and see how it goes. So we're currently at 367 rear wheel horsepower. I just want to show you what I've been doing. Let's see. So let's go to our GoPro EFI Excel pump. We dropped our Excel pump down to 0 and our fast Excel down to 0 as well, because as soon as it hits the throttle, it drops to about 10.1 AFR, which is really rich. Then it tries to lean out and away it goes. So we're going to try to fix that. I also added some Excel gain, which will actually give some more throttle on the initial hit. The idea is to try to prevent it from fattening it up on its own. And we changed the timing to 36 degrees for this last run here. And AFR targets are currently at, the only ones we care about is the wide open throttle ones, so 2.8, 2.4, 2.75, and so far that's been our best one. So we're going to do another run and see how she goes. So our dyno day is over. We made exactly what we hoped for, 370 horsepower. We made more torque than I was expecting, which is nice. I was not able to clean up the bottom end here. It just gets too rich, and I probably should have made some bigger changes, but I didn't want to screw up the rest of the dyno pull. It did make more power with the FiTech than with the carburetor, so let's compare. This old run is with the Holley 750 CFM 330 carb, and you can see most of the power is improved in the mid-range, not a whole lot on the top end, which also suggests that the valve spring change did not do as much of a difference that I thought. So all this weird up and down here is not from valve train instability, it's from a bad combination of parts. Basically there's just not enough airflow. Now ignore all the AFRs down here on the dyno. The latest run was not recorded correctly. Now, if we compare to our run from 2010, where I took it up to 6,000, you can see up here above 5850, 5900. That's when the old dynos really started to drop off, where now it's not quite dropping off as much. So if there's any improvement from the valve spring, it's from 5900, 5800 and above. Below that, nothing. I could change the intake manifold, or maybe even port the existing one that I have, and I might be able to fix some of this bottom end down here. But I think I could probably get some improvements in the top end. Yeah, even if it's only 10 or so horsepower in at maximum, with maybe only like 5 or 10 horsepower peak. So something to think about. We'll see how that goes. And as for the rest of this year, I'm still hoping to get down to the track and see if I get any better ETs. Actually, not so sure it's going to make much of a difference. Even though we got a little more power, it is a bit heavier, so it might come out to a wash. And well, we'll have to see. So, like usual, thanks for watching.